Today is May 24th. Today we'll look at the structure of Mark. We're going to vary from our format. What we've been doing all this year is reading a paragraph and then going back to the Old Testament to see where that might come from, what they might be quoting or what they might be referring to. But what that does as we go through all four Gospels, it breaks the structure of those Gospels. So I wanted to take time this week and look at the structure of each one of those Gospels. Today, the Gospel of Mark. Now, as we come to the Gospel of Mark, Mark 8:27 is really the breaking point of the book of Mark. Jesus says to Peter, "Who do you say that I am?" All through the Gospel of Mark, what we've found is that frequently in the first 8 chapters, the question, "Who is this?" is raised. Time and again. Mark 1:7, John says, "After me is coming one who is more powerful than I. I'm not worthy to stoop down and untie the strap of his sandals." John doesn't ask it, but the reader immediately says, Who is this? Mark 1:24, Jesus comes to a synagogue. He preaches in the synagogue, and a man who was afflicted by an unclean spirit cries out, "What do you have to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are. You're the Holy One of God." And Jesus says, "Be quiet." Mark 2:7. They bring a paralytic to Jesus. Jesus looks at the man and he says, "Your sins are forgiven." Immediately the Pharisees ask, "Who can forgive sins but God alone?" Chapter 3, verse 11, again, back in a synagogue. Jesus is teaching, and unclean spirits see him. They fall down before him and they shout, "You are the Son of God." And he tells them, "Be quiet, don't speak." Chapter 4, verse 41, Jesus walks on the water and stills a storm. When he stills the storm, the disciples say, "Who is this that even the wind and the waves obey him?" Chapter 6, verse 3, he goes to his own back in his village of Nazareth, and the people there say, "Where did he get all this? What's this wisdom that he has? Isn't this the carpenter, the son of Mary? Who is he?" Chapter 6, verse 16. Herod hears about Jesus. Herod says, "He's got to be John the Baptist, the one that I killed, raised from the dead." Then in chapter 8, verse 27, who do people say that I am? They say that you're the one who comes before the Messiah. Well, who do you say I am? And Simon Peter answers, "You're the Messiah." All the first 8 chapters of Mark have been building to this point. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? He's the Messiah. Once we understand that, the rest of the book of Mark tells us what the Messiah does. So what are the answers to who is this in the first part of Mark? Jesus is the Son of God, we see in 3:11. Jesus is indeed the Messiah, we see in 8:29. In 1:24, Jesus is the Holy One of God. And actually in 2:7, who can forgive sin but God alone? They were right. Only God can forgive sin. Jesus is God. So what do we do about this today? Who do you think Jesus is? Spend some time thinking about that. Ask him to show you. If you live in the Greenwood, Indiana area and you're looking for a church, we'd love you to check out New Hope Church. We're at 5307 West Fairview Road. Our Sunday morning service begins at 10 a.m.